SBGB TV live calling show.
Deezy,
What's happening,
you
bro?
you ever had a family member, or you ever had a cousin or something that you had to just give up on?
Yeah, facts.
You just had to look at that nigga and just be like, you know what, brother? I want the best for you, dog. It was one point we was making bread to get on the road. We was on the road, we was making bread, bro. You know. And you just watch the nigga fall off periodically. You just watch the nigga just start falling off, falling off, falling off.
Yeah.
Every little inch they start falling off, you have to just pull back. And it hurts you. It hurts you deeper than anything else, dog. That's our people right now, brother. That's our people.
I see it.
Collectively, in totality, our people just falling off inch by inch. And you just gotta just your heart can hurt. Yeah, your heart can hurt. But you know what can empower you even more? Your motivation and your mindset.
Yeah.
The logic of you understanding these people at the end of the day, they don't mean you well and they can't help you move forward and elevate. You know elevation in them. Because ain't no truth in them. You know,
just hold you back.
Ain't no truth in these people, bro. So you gotta cut the fat. You gotta look at these people and look at them and say, you know what? You ain't learning, you ain't understanding. That's Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Right? That's Clubhouse, and that's these people, and they don't learn, bro. See, when they look at homie, they look at him as a savior. But that's a false savior. Nigga ain't gonna save you. Where he can save you from? From what? He can't save you. Deezy, let me ask you a question, Deezy.
Yes, sir.
How these people that play around and they really trying to get a name off on me, in their mind, what you really think they trying to do within the caliber of all these lies, bro?
All and it is destroying people.
I mean, I'm gonna give you your flowers right now, because ain't nobody can do it. I can do it. You one of the first to bring that to the actual internet and show people, bro, we got lies in our community all day, 24/7. Deception right in our face, playing with us. Why you think that these people jump on a certain person's stage, 22, and they know they getting played in their face, but they continuously do that, bro?
It's like a mind trick. They think that it's helping them, but it's only destroying them.
No, my bad. No, I was just trying to see. I was just trying to build off of that, and I was trying to just give you your opportunity to speak. But I agree with you on that, bro. Because the thing is, I remember this one opportunity when they had, and like you say, they always like to forget one moment in time. A nigga was bragging about double stripping. Right after that double stripping happened, somebody house get hit from the fucking feds. Right up. Excuse my language, brother. My apologies. Somebody house get hit, which was 22, right around that same time.
Facts.
And you still got your boy coming up there playing around.
Yeah.
So your house get hit within the same month or within the same couple of weeks, and you still playing around on me.
And you still playing with him like your house didn't get hit, like the brutal beating ain't happen outside, and you know you acting like it's your homie, and you can tell that the whole thing seems funny but they continue to do it.
See, homie straight. I ain't got to worry about homie. 22, he in a pocket. He in a certain lane. He got his bread solid. Ain't nobody worried about him. Black people, y'all don't fall in line with the lies. Don't fall in line with the lies. Deezy, foot on their neck, gas on the pedal on me. Always good to see you and always good to hear from you, brother. Respect.
Appreciate you calling in, my brother. You know we ain't stopping.
Positive.
Solid. Man, if you haven't already smashed the like button, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this live. You know, that's where we at with it. Straight solid. SBGB TV, live call-in show.
What's going on, brother? It's LJ from ATL.
What's going on with you, bro?
Not much, man. I was just tuning into the show, man. I love what you're doing.
Solid. You already know we ain't stopping, going in.
Yes, sir. Man, I just wanted to come just talk a little bit. I seen Munchie B arguing with the dude Big Chuck, and Munchie B said something that could be the nail in his coffin, man. Munchie B said, "How you saw that?"
Yeah, I seen him. Somebody did put it out there, but go ahead.
Yeah, Munchie gonna get up there and say that the dude that killed Draco, I pass the bottle to him every day.
Yes,
I'm like, I said he sent Munchie, Chuck and that girl Jaleel in the room to antagonize Munch, because you know Munchie be lit, you know, every night he be lit, and also Munchie feel, I think that whole situation at the park, Munchie feel like he got to prove himself. You know, Wack got up under his skin with that. And now he kind of starting to say a lot of things that can get him in trouble.
And that's the worst thing to do, is feel like you got to prove yourself to these individuals that are trying to get you in a situation.
Facts. And that's Wack's specialty. He get these dudes, he get them out of pocket, out of their body, and they start expressing their crimes or their status, and that's what Wack get them every time.
Yeah, and you know, when you look at it, right, the two people that was going at him that way and getting him to talk are the people that's underneath Wack, the girl Jaleel and the boy Chuck. They are both under Wack, and you know, they look up to Wack. So, and this is what Wack does to the gang members. He sends certain individuals to try to bring things up out of you, to say certain things. Like what he was trying to do with me, he was sending the minions that he got over here to try to get me to say certain things on my channel so that he could strike my channel, because he can't get me with no gang stuff. So he's thinking, okay, if I send the little minions over there and they start trying to get me to say certain things, now they can strike my channel because I'm responding in a certain way.
That's a fact. Yep. That's a fact. He gonna sit back. Yep. He play those games where he got these minions where they don't. I don't know if he promising them things as far as interviews or no jumper, which I don't know, but he definitely got these people starstruck. You know, Chuck, I don't see Wack talk crazy about him, and then he back on Wack team. Jaleel, I don't see Wack talk crazy about her, and she on Wack's side. So it just, I don't know. Wack got some type of witchcraft or something he got going on with these people.
See, what I'm gonna say with that, right? See, Jaleel and Chuck, they want to be somebody, but they don't know how to create their own identity. And they feel like if they're underneath somebody that has some type of identity that is going to create the identity for them, and they're willing to go do whatever they got to do to be something under somebody, and they willing to, you know, cross whoever, do whatever for whatever to try to be known for something. And all it does is, you know, put them in a situation where whenever Wack wants to go at them and say anything about them, they give him the opportunity because they're very vulnerable because they feel like they need him.
I agree. I agree. He might give them a few little alley oops here and there, and it makes them feel like Wack is doing so much for me. But in all actuality, he's not. He just he might bring their name up on No Jumper, and they so starstruck by No Jumper, they feel like they're in the algorithm now. So now it's like, hey, I'm on No Jumper. I'm getting mentioned by Wack, and unfortunately, us as Black people, we any little recognition we get, we take it as if it's like being ordained or something like that by God, because a lot of us got low self-esteem and we take that little attention that he gives us, because attention is the new currency for us. Niggas don't even care about money no more. Niggas is more so, clout is the new currency. I'll say that. Clout is the currency. So Wack give them a little clout, go in they little rooms. And it's the dude Rockstar, man. Like when Munchie B said that in his room, he almost feel like he a part of Wack's team still, man, for some reason.
Hey, listen, I was
starting to think that
I was saying that to myself, a few days ago when he was, trying to have dog face on the stage, right? It's like he goes back and forth, and this is why people handle the dude, and this is why, Black Sam handled him the way and Wack handled him the way they handle him, because he doesn't know how to be stern. He's too, and I'm gonna just say he's too weak. I don't care what gang he claims to be from and what he talks about. It's just the mind frame. He doesn't have a strong mind and a solid backbone. So it's like if he did have that, you would see it. But you can see it's like you playing both sides, and it's like either you understand that Wack doesn't like you and to stay away and not deal with the individual and not support any narrative, or you want to try to be on the fence thinking, well, if I support Wack a little bit, it's going to bring more traction to my content. But all it does is expose how flimsy your bones are in your body.
I agree. Like nobody likes a man that's going to sit there and can't stand on something. That's what, because Wack was trying to say, well, why did Black Sam punk out or get a Rockstar, but he didn't say nothing to Pete Nice? Because Pete Nice seemed like a solid dude. Pete Nice seemed like he's not going for any of that, so you can't do that to him. But Rockstar, the way that he walked, badmouthed him, then walked him across the street, and he's still looking like a lost child. And then Wack went off on him, kicked him to the curb, and then came back and then clowned him. It's like, dude don't have no backbone. So when he let Jaleese and Chuck on his stage, he shouldn't have even let them on his stage, but he was so thirsty for content, he let it happen. And Wack like, I could just send my minions over there to deal with him.
Yeah. The shit is like, self-explanatory to people that, got common sense. But like I say, man, just being honest, if you out there gang banging and you claiming some shit that is really not what you trying to act like it is, then you really don't have the common sense. Especially in 2026, you see that people are falling behind the gangbanging shit. You're not elevating. So why try to play both sides of the fence? If you're going to be a podcaster, be a podcaster. If you want to be a gangbanger, be a gangbanger. But you can't do both of them. And what I see with these dudes, they want to have the street credibility still. So they want to be able to say, oh, I'm with this set and I can still go in my neighborhood, but I can podcast too. Understanding when you come to the internet, anything in the street got to be left behind for you to elevate to the next level. If you want to play both fields, eventually you're going to fall.
Hey, man, look at Brick Baby. Look at Loose Cannon. It's a lot of guys that try to play both sides and they fail. So if you don't take heed from that, then you crazy. Because they putting Ricos out there. Like, what people got to understand about this whole federal prison system, they decriminalized marijuana, so they let a lot of guys out. Well, you think they're going to have all those empty cells just sitting there? No, they're going to start recriminalizing new shit. So the next criminal shit is the gang. At one point, the feds only had money making dudes in there. Now you got broke gang members going to the feds.
Yeah, that's a
It's
fact.
it's a whole different ball game now. You had dudes like Big Meeches and Larry Hoovers and guys like that who had structure. Now you got little gangs from every city across America going to the feds because they need to fill those empty cells. So Wack know that. He know that they putting, like LA, they gonna do some more gang sweeps because they about to have the Olympics come there. The same thing that happened to Atlanta in 1996 when you had the Olympics here. They wiped a lot of the street dudes out from here, and they're gonna do the same thing with LA. Big U is just he the top one, but there's gonna be a lot more coming soon. Yeah. So they're getting a lot of the Mexicans out the way for sure. There's a lot of Ricos on their end, but a lot of the black gangs gonna fall too. The ones that's left.
Yeah.
So
they done manipulated the gang members with the saying that it's not, a crime to be in the gang, but it's a crime to, commit crimes in furtherance of the gang, when they know that every gang is gonna commit crimes. There's no positivity in no gang in the world. It's all criminal activity. So they did the Jedi mind trick on them, and they think that, well, it's not a crime to be in the gang, and they all join the gang knowing they committing crimes, thinking that they doing something slick. But all the feds are doing is they're getting people that are inside the gangs to give information so that it makes it easier for them to get the indictments, and they don't have to be right there because it's the people that are gang members giving them the information.
Man, you spoke the truth right there. It ain't even the police don't have to do no police work anymore. They just got informers working these CIs, and that's why even this Big U case, I mean, I don't know how true that is, but according to WAC, there's over 75 ruling 60 that gave statements.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people.
Yeah. So he might be one of the people in there, giving statements, so how he knows so much about that. So, yeah, you're right. They got a lot of this stuff is these guys that they don't picked up in the middle of the night doing something. Hey, if you give us the information, you can get back out. And you could work for us. They got these sunglasses with the cameras on them. You think these guys walking around not being snitches when they get caught up? Come on, man. These dudes definitely telling, man. So yeah, I just wanted to call in, man. And it was one more thing I'm gonna address, and I'm gonna let you do your thing, brother. I had brought up yesterday how Wack was talking about Big U coming to Atlanta and putting the roller 60 down in the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Something else that Wack said that was crazy, because the housing projects is right next to the federal prison in Atlanta. WICKED100 said, I saw niggas throwing contraband over the fences to the prisoners over there in the USP. So he was dry snitching, saying that the dudes in Atlanta was throwing stuff, dudes be throwing cell phones and all kind of stuff over the fence, allegedly. Wack said that on Clubhouse. He said, I was watching them do it. I said, this nigga is dry snitching. There ain't nobody saying nothing about it.
That's what he do. That's exactly what he do. He go to Clubhouse and detail anything that the feds want to know, and then he has certain individuals coming on there having a conversation about it, saying their intel on it. So it's like the feds know all the details of everything going on because Wack presents it, and then he got the other dude saying, yeah, my homie did this. My homie was there. My homie threw one over. My homie grabbed one. They got the phone over here. So it's like the details is being displayed on the internet, and WICKED100 knows how to get these dudes talking about criminal activities, just like you said with the situation with Jalise and the boy Chuck going over there getting Munchie B to start speaking about some shit that you don't need to talk about. But it's like the way to get information out, and it's tricking these guys all the time, man.
Yep, yeah, you're right about that. And I'm gonna say this last point. It really only work against the West Coast guys. He ain't really tricked nobody up from the East Coast or the South or the Midwest. He's only getting them guys because they're the easiest ones to trick into dry snitching on themselves. So, Just wanted to put that out there, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep tuning in, man, and let you do your thing, brother.
I appreciate you calling in, bro.
Yes, sir.
If you haven't already smashed the like button and you just came in the building, make sure you hit that like button. You know, share this live. Shout out to all y'all, man. We got the interview dropping tomorrow with real life street stars. Make sure you go watch that interview tomorrow. You know, your boy Deezy on there. And we going in.